Overclockers, my name is Bryony and welcome to another episode of News Weekly. I hope that you've had a wonderful week so far and are looking forward to a chilled weekend. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode where we have stories about free games, Battlefield 2042, the latest Nvidia drivers and much more. But before we get into it, can we please also appreciate this gift from MSI? Lucky the Dragon is my absolute favourite mascot and now we have a giant shiny version. So Lucky, let's roll that intro. As always, we're going to kick off the episode with this week's free games. Over on the Epic Games Store until the 30th of September, you can pick up the Escapists completely free. The name kind of gives the gameplay away and your mission is to escape prison by any means necessary. It's a unique game that lets you go wild with creativity to craft items, explore the cells and plot your escape. There's a great deal of humour to keep things interesting and a total of 10 different prisons to break out from. The guards are sure to keep you on your toes and there's even a free add-on for the festive season called Santa's Sweatshop where you play as a disgruntled elf. The Escapists normally retails for £12.99, so it's well worth trying out for free. Plus, if you enjoy the game, Team 17 will also be launching a similar spin-off series called The Survivalists on October the 9th. It has a similar art style, but you can actually team up with friends to enjoy the sandbox world. Also, I am curious, so let me know in the comments what you're most likely to be thrown in jail for. For myself, I'm going to go with stealing Shiny Lucky. Did the panda fall over?
Riley, what was that?
Nothing. The next gaming story this week is about Steam Next Fest. This week-long event celebrates new and upcoming games that are being released between the event and May next year. It was previously known as the Steam Game Festival and the event follows in the same footsteps with plenty of gaming content to enjoy. There's going to be the opportunity to play demos, watch previews, chat with developers and give feedback on the latest and greatest titles. There'll be literally hundreds of games to try out completely free and it's well worth tuning into the official live stream to get the full festival experience. The demos will only be available to play during the week of the event, which starts on the 1st of October and is going to run through until the 7th. Steam hasn't yet announced a full list of the games involved or a schedule of the streams and interviews, but I'm sure that we can expect a great mix of genres, developers and studios to be involved. Don't forget to add that date to your calendar and jump on Steam to find some great games to look forward to over the coming months. The next gaming story this week is some unfortunate news about Battlefield 2042. It seems that the global pandemic is still having a knock-on effect when it comes to work and schedules, and this is a big challenge for game developers like DICE. In an official statement from the Battlefield 2042 team, they announced the decision to shift the release date back nearly a full month until the 19th of November. I must admit that I am a little surprised that this news has come so close to what would have been the original launch date on the 22nd of October, but ultimately it's the right decision if it avoids releasing an unfinished game or putting unnecessary pressure on the developers. If you're someone who decided to splash the cash and pre-order one of the special editions of the game, early access will still take place on the 12th of November. So you can learn all the best camping spots and get ahead of the noobs joining a week later. In regards to the official open beta, neither DICE or EA has shared any official details since the delay. However, Tom Henderson, who's often pretty good at sharing insider leaks, tweeted that the early access beta will go live next month on the 6th of October, with the open beta taking place 2 days later on the 8th. It's always disappointing when a game gets delayed, but fortunately it means that Battlefield 2042 should be released fully polished and ready to go. The final gaming story this week is a surprise launch from Netflix. News site Upload VR spotted that Netflix has released a VR game called Eden Unearthed on App Lab for Oculus Quest. The game is available now for free, but there is very little available info outside the App Lab listing. The game appears to be related to the Netflix anime series Eden, with a stylized art style and intuitive gameplay, where you ride a motorbike around and collect apples as fuel. The gameplay is short and sweet, but again it is a free game, and it shows that Netflix is going to be taking VR a little bit more seriously. Hopefully we're going to see more from them in the future, because I can imagine that streaming VR games is going to be very, very exciting. The reviews on the store so far are mixed, but let me know in the comments below if you decide to try it out and what you think of it. Moving on to the hardware chapter of the news, where our next story is a brand new case launch from BitFenix. However, if you were a frequent visitor to LAN events over the past 10 years, you might already be familiar with the iconic design. Yes, that's right, the Prodigy is back, and the Prodigy M 2022 comes with a host of great features that make it the ideal case for building a powerful yet portable PC. There's support for micro ATX and mini ITX motherboards, large graphics cards like the RTX 3090, and plenty of 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch storage drives. This case won't be a fire starter either, as high-end hardware needs great cooling, and the entire front and top of the case is made of mesh to ensure great airflow. You can also install up to 7 fans with space for up to a 280mm all-in-one cooler. To show off all that wonderful hardware, there is a large tempered glass window, and the Prodigy M 2022 is available in either a black or a white variant. The white is beautifully finished to be all matching, and the black case has an elegant white edge around the front panel and a tinted glass window. Also, if RGB lighting is your thing, these cases are available as an ARGB variant that comes with 3 fabulous RGB fans for a synchronized light show. You can find the BitFenix Prodigy on the Overclockers website right now, and we'll drop a link in the description below. The final hardware story this week is about Nvidia's latest driver update, which was launched on the 20th of September. It might sound boring, but there's plenty of details to get excited about if you're an RTX card owner. The Game Ready driver is the first official one for Windows 11, which Microsoft will begin to roll out on the 5th of October. That means that the entire list of Nvidia DLSS supported games will now be compatible with Microsoft's brand new OS. If you're looking forward to all the awesome games coming out soon, you'll also be pleased to know that the driver has support for new releases, such as Diablo 2 Resurrected, Far Cry 6, Deathloop, and many, many more. In total, there are now over 100 games with DLSS or ray tracing support, which means that RTX GPU investment is finally starting to pay off. The 28 new additions with this driver update are a result of the Unreal Engine 4 DLSS plugin that makes it much easier for developers to add it to their games. You'll now get a free performance boost for smoother frame rates and a huge range of titles, which means that you can hold on to that RTX 2060 that little bit longer. Some of the most exciting games getting DLSS support include Alan Wake Remastered and Industria in the very near future, or right now in Severed Steel. It's great news that the list of DLSS supported games, it's like such a mouthful, DLSS. It's great news that the list of DLSS supported games is growing, and with AMD Fidelity FX and Intel similar new XeSS on the horizon, hopefully gamers won't feel the pressure to upgrade to the latest and greatest to get the frame rates that we all deserve. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Overclockers News Weekly. Remember to leave me a comment below letting me know what you think of Netflix's new VR game. What was that, Lucky? Remember to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon, or Lucky will burn you. And I'll see you again next Friday. No! No! Stop! Lucky, give them time! No! Bad boy!